everyone, how are you all? And yes, today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing some Disco Elysium. So I have seen a few people play this before. I've heard it's good if you crossbreed the controller and the gaming pad. Also, I'm going to create my own character. I'm gonna... I wanted to see what happens if you free everything. Your sensors... Because from what I've heard is, depending on what skills you have, can completely change. Yeah, let's just go free. I want to see what happens, because... Go with persuasion. Oh, I can sense my green screen's going to be a pain today.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Simply keep on non-existence.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a
I
terrible
love some of
line
these
of
audios.
questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Do you really?
I'm going to do it. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
I'm not going to lie, this sounds like we're
Fear
having
and
a fever
apprehension.
dream.
You should ask what's out there first.
Yes. Your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. Infinitesimally small. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Buying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of
I have
liquor
no clue what's
rises
going
from
on.
your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Oh, I must have. Wait. That door's been kicked in from the outside. Yeah, we can take those. Oh, I'm still drunk. How are you today, all?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Yes, he was pantsless, yes.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Better not know him. Let's just... Oh my god, I really wish I could run. Do I get running when I get bow shoes?
The window stands broken in its frame.
Yeah, it's cold
Cold
again.
wind blows in. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
It's cold season again, which means it's gonna suck. Oh, maybe I need a shirt. It's gonna force me to look in the mirror, isn't it?
A mirror hangs on the wall as you abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
But yeah, hopefully this month I'm going to be doing a 2-day stay in a hotel this month, hopefully.
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
Yes,
Please
this is
stop.
Disco Elysium. Has it not
It's
popped up?
horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more.
I am missing something. Can I please leave the room? Oh, trust me, I've had that at work. It sucks. The batteries just don't charge. I don't get it. What am I meant to do? Why can I not leave the room?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but
Do I have to apply this to a hand?
the fan stands still. The switch must be broken. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burn. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. The switch must be broken. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare cup. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring.
I hate it when it does this. All I had to do was that, and the game. Yay, my other shoe!
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
And yet I still lost a health for turning on the light.
Hello, officer.
let's have a look at him.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack.
Oh, I'm gonna try something. Do quick save.
The worker, isn't it? Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. On the counter, rolled out of his... You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Let's try that. Let's try again. Let's try again.
The worker is in a deep... Perhaps he's on the counter, rolled out of it. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber.
Why the yelling man?
You're alive. You look. I need.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer? Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses, no mausoleums, just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return
No,
to it
there
now.
is one or two bits I
Only
really do want to
detective
see if
work
I can do. I
remains.
will quick save it, see if I can do it as many
Wakefulness
times, but
and
then I will do it
detection.
as a roll afterwards.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's it going?
You're making me tired.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment. For one, I can get some goddamn shut-eye. Right to sleep, I say. Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty.
The dock worker doesn't answer.
Okay,
A
let's get back
bespectacled
on
man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you.
I'm gonna shake his
Hello.
hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
That's where I put it.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
Come on,
Conceptualize.
come on.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Oh god, yes, that's gonna be.
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Sounds solemn and historical. This is an opportunity to start your life anew as
Great.
Yes. Well,
Well, yes.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
what he means is He has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise
Yeah, I think
occupied.
I've been a wee bit drunky look.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
No, I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Oh, okay. Okay, so I could say completely, which is a complete lie, or I could go with I don't like dead body. Let's go no.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Yeah, how can they tell I'm actually the police?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Okay then.
He nods.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Yeah,
If you
I
need
can't
something
remember
for your
anything.
headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. After you,
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
you mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
So I think if we talk to him, he gives us clues. Did I just take... I think I just took booze.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Mr. Gart, right? You're...
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41... Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, trust me, I know you can abuse police
You
privileges.
said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer?
Where
Behind
exact-
this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away.
Oh!
You'll appreciate that.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? No, I'm not the bartender. I have 3 cafeteria.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Oh, by the way, this one, I have played this on my Switch a little bit. Slip away unnoticed is you leg it to the door.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency, whatever part of the world you're in right now.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 100 and... Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Oh! Oh.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
Refusing to aid the...
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window. And the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
Yay! I just reduced my fee. Okay, cool.
You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
Wow, he's a...
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Yeah,
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
Okay, you seem to be in a chair. I don't...
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revachol, dear. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yeah?
That tape you picked up said 43. You seem to be a hip modern man who listens to hip modern records, so it must be 43.
Oh, no, dear. It's the early spring of 51.
Okay, so they must have... Did they instead
The
of carrying
lieutenant
like the
tries to
2000,
pretend
or is it
he's not hearing it
2051?
and is out of the conversation.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Of course, dear.
Okay, let's go. Let's just actually start exploring, because... should we go to the corner shop? What's this? Ooh, okay, anything here? I'll take it. Because I was playing Space Marines, so I had like 2 missions left on Space Marine, well 2 chapters left on Space Marines. And I wanted to finish that before... I started a new game. And I thought, you know,
sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out. Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not.
I really hate. Oh my god, look at the door. Just look at the door. Oh, you can tell these kids have been around here. Okay, so that's how you get to the back of those. Oh, wait. Okay, what it? Oh, magnesium. But yeah, so I was just finishing off Space Marines because I had 2 missions left. I wanted to do a longer stream today, but I didn't want to waste. I didn't want to do just like a 1-hour stream.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Coon.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to...
Kuno's got this.
Oh,
If there
please don't
ever
let
was
me get
such a
killed by
thing as an
Kuno.
ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness. Like...
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Yeah, stop throwing ropes.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthhole.
I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Oh, now I know exactly what he's saying.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Look, I've got
Alright, entertain the Kuno.
the body.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Okay.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being. Have you seen anything?
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Oh my god, how hard that one didn't get. Okay.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno, I don't know. Mesk or I don't know.
Where is Nice?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Okay, so these kids know absolutely.
Kuno doesn't.
Oh, but I do want to check this out. Oh wait.
There are several footprints
Oh,
in
I
the mud
got.
left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12, maybe
Yes!
more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Okay.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toe. 6. An aberration, light as air. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I assumed you were counting. I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guy went.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes. A woman or a kid? Okay, how do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
That's okay, go on. A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent.
Okay, so what else?
A week, maybe?
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last one.
Free. I literally borderlined every single one of my stats down to 3.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Wait a sec, can I... How do I pull my stats up again? Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do it whilst...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffle around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So yeah, this is my first run. I've seen people play it.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in Rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the world.
Yeah, because one of the things I do know, you can like shoot him down. I think. I really want to see if I can get that done. Okay, so let's go get the key for it. For the orbs you click. What do you mean orbs? Sorry,
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Oh, yeah.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Okay then. Maybe you're callous yourself.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Yes. Have you got it? Like what?
Oh, by the way, I managed to get my debt down to 70. So I just need to figure out where to pull another 67 real from somewhere. Oh, what do you mean these? Yeah, I've been trying to click on most of them.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Yeah, I recommend taking a view around before.
No, you need tear to use the tear machine.
Okay, so I'm guessing tear is rubbish.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
just asked me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay, so...
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Aww.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No,
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit?
What is
A
Frit?
7 to 11 grocery store. I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm
Let's
not,
ask about dead body.
I don't really know
Ow.
anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... I don't know.
No need to worry.
Also, what
It's just standard
is
procedure
what is the
for
hat
us to
she's
ask
wearing?
around.
Okay. I don't know, really long. Uh-huh. Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yes.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
Why does that painting make her look older?
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it? Cool.
Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine. No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
So how do I get tear? Okay, so I'm guessing I can talk to him. Okay, let me know how I do that. Let me see if I can figure it out in the next half an hour.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Okay, so I can come back if I can upgrade my aid. Ooh. Yoink. Unions are scam. Are a scam.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Wait, how do they know I'm a oh.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, we have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
I didn't even do anything.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
What is Astra? Okay,
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful.
okay,
Why not? Pity.
let's leave this. I don't think he's got anything for us.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got some...
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
Oh, do you know what
Much
I really
better
should
here at the
do?
harbor,
Go to the
for
bins.
an honest union man like me.
Before you stand, vapor emanates. This must be the... In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need, officer.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust, lets you see things. The pry bar, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Let's
Preheater gauge
not do
casts
the
a warm
radio
glow on the
yet.
steering levers and the radio on its hook. The worn and beaten wooden plank.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, okay. let's go. Go here.
This trash container is locked. The sliding with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
I don't think I have. I'm just gonna.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Let's
see
just say rotten
cartons, dirty rags,
food
and
is
organic waste.
less smelly than human.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Okay.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but... the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the
Yeah, we
yard.
need to ask the kids who...
Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back
Okay,
into the trash.
search for
It's
food
just
waste.
organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paper?
No, it can't
Yes,
be.
it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse.
Okay, let's do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Okay. Wait, interact tab. Oh wow, to open that trash container was legendary physique. Wow. Okay,
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the Yellow Man, only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
okay.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or...
Okay, why can I not? Oh,
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Below the pathetics,
Okay, inspect.
terror. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Oh, wait. I've actually got a torch. What kind?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen. It's not though.
I'll take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do
I like
is
that.
shake
I
it
like
off
it
your
how you
finger,
can just...
and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Odd naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Okay, I
You
know
don't
inspecting
exactly
those
close them
can...
so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay. Close that. Wow, that took quite some time up.
The RCM in Martinez.
You sound
We
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Just coast. It's just water. No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Okay, isn't there a way you can shoot the corpse down? Do I hit that criteria? What was this? Wait. Crybar. Where's my crybar? Tools. Crybar.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange, hard to say. It's gone now. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old...
Okay, how do I get there? Okay, let's do a quick save.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Oh my...
Emitting it is all it does
I'm
now.
literally 10 away. Okay. Can I...
Hello, sir. Step right in.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter. A postcard? Board games are like My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any question. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries, or it's exciting. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
More about books, maybe?
Okay, I do not know why I could not do that. Let's try this. Ooh.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, Coudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do.
Jamrock?
Then it's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But
okay, I am gonna save.
Several maps. The maps look old.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Okay.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. That old thing, it's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
Okay, so
The
they
place does
the
not
one
look
who's
like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Okay, let's wait, save.
Several maps have been the maps look old and faded. You peek at the stalking, waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you deftly rip the map off the bulletin board and pocket it. You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez.
Police business. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just police business. We're just gonna.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have various paranatural books.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next...
Amidst the various books, these three things, the point of the book, it serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about it? The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What is the Pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted. The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines,
doesn't love
and folk
pseudoscience?
remedies involving the Pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near Pale. It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the Pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the Pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired. Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
Oh, okay.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the Pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need. There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Oh, I can't even steal it.
These shelves are...
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Wow. Okay, I'm not upgraded yet. I really was I'm literally 5 away, okay.
You see.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I will.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You do? My God. Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Thank you.
Talking is always good. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
Rip them apart. It's time to reveal. Okay. Okay, so that's a new job. I still can't believe I managed to lose health by turning the light on. Wait, don't I have him? Okay, so damaged ledger. Do I... Okay, mirror...
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal.
It's the ledger you found in the trash, a cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's... yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins... 41 is your precinct. It's safe to say those are the initials of the officer responsible for the case. Your initials. That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Try...
Murder. Tum 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 at the Hookah Parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the Hookah Parlor. Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo, said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister, was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot, not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the Hookah Parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Okay,
no,
for this?
He was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now.
Really the bad
said
ones.
it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn Hookah Parlor was all he talked about. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
And yeah, you can now get vapes in that colour. Clever, okay.
No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there, only client that day. In perfect health too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can... Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Tables low, heavy, really sharp edge. See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
He must have sucked on it a lot.
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed piecing it together. Next.
Okay, let's try... Hand-eye. Because I can't remember if these give you a decent chunk of...
Not much has changed in the...
So I'm still 65 real short. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna heal up. Quick save. And go for it.
There he still is.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills you.
Okay,
late.
let's try again.
It's
Let's try again.
impossible
Let's try
to
again.
keep
Let's
in.
try again.
Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
Let's try again. Let's actually see if we can win this roll. I want to see what happens.
There, he's still.
Active decay.
He's about to blow!
Active decay.
He's about to...
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The
God damn it. 8% roll chance.
Too late.
Oh, 8% roll chance is such a tiny roll chance.
There, he still is.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow!
The
God! I want to see what the... non... hit rate is.
There, he still is. Looking right. The smell.
Freaking hell, this is so hard. Also, I need to figure out what Tatara?
There, he still is. Looking right.
Are you kidding me? A roll chance at that high and I still failed?
Too late.
Literally, the roll chance was so minimal.
There, he still is. Looking right. The smell is
Oh my god, you actually have to get 6 and... you have to get double 6.
There, he still is. Looking. The smell is
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this bit for a time.
body betrays your degeneration.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. No, you don't. You need to get another. Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Hablo Group has fallen. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage or bring your troops to the Siminati walls. Will be.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshach's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. The best idea.
Wait.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet, little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century.
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Is that Mexicans?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago, the Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese, from the stock of Ulmuir, Ile de Fantôme. The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmara to Ansuland. Thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun Reden Occidentals discovered this place. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race.
Nature was not capable of more.
Wow.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome, the Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little
Pretty
off.
sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius. The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of
Okay,
mediocrity.
let's go with this.
Tips the F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. Lesser races like the Mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce. The Mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Yes, It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of the earth. You understand nothing. To solve the great race, you need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come in. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss,
Okay.
Masholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Okay, let's actually do a prop save. Oh, I've got them. Now, if I go here.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. There is, for precisely one more. Sadly, the ledger only comes with it. The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. Two fat, shiny pens hang from the... He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at...
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out to the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. Inspect the victims, interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. Things to be done and things already done.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was...
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet a title, one might say even. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. The guy's on a couch in an unexpected location. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can. Yes, a title, one might say. Yes, all others. It's going. Yes, a title, one. Yes, others appear more. It's going to take an effort. You don't exactly close. It takes about half an hour to piece one together. Using the system you've. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. Two silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The Graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the Bell Lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover. The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options, a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
Okay, let's do a unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because you would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations. Each, no, that's Burke. Leslie's shtick is flashing his genital. He must have confused it with the property he likes. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. Can't get out of his apartment, which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end.
Okay.
Do you want to read another one? Not much has changed in the meal.
Do I have to initiate it?
Advanced race theory.
Okay. I don't think that's done. Is it?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I had to try it.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind.
Your fist.
The words to the song have changed.
Your hand twitched.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate.
Okay, I'm just gonna need you to check something. Okay, so the race ferry hasn't finished. Okay, that's his torch. Yeah, I'm thinking of calling it anyway soon. Because I am getting very tired.
Yes?
It's not often that. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector. Just what?
Oh no, not at all.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. As you can see, I have a wide selection. It keeps me
entertained. He might be high. If he is, on what?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Okay. He definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably...
Anyway, let's do that. Let's do this. And I will see you guys in the next stream, which will be tomorrow. I am not doing 2 streams tomorrow. Tomorrow is just a single stream. The only reason why it was a double stream today is because I want to finish Space Marines. So yes, if you do like my content and want to see me continue with this, so as tomorrow is October the 1st, I will be doing spooky games. I have a few spooky games which I will be playing. One of them is called Them and Us, I think. The question is, do I have it installed? Is this game?
What is this place? Someone brought me to this place while I was unconscious. Who is this? Emily, is that you? Can't be.
Yeah, this game looks interesting to a point where it's like
Alicia Wallace murders her own kid and husband. Looks like all the signs are pointing to Fog Island.
Please, Paul, just hurry. They're coming.
Okay, just sit tight. I'll be there ASAP.
I think these people, they have my daughter.
So yeah, this also kind of reminds me of another game from a while ago, and I can't remember. I think it's Tormented Souls. But anyway, thank you everyone who came by. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. I will do a proper save. And hope you guys have a good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe.